EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mariota. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yards. First down, Cleveland.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Mariota. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Complete to
and a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. K'Lavon Chaisson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Brandon McManus.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Mariota's pass. Intercepted.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 30 yards there.
30.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Breida. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 28. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Jackson. He'll find Gabriel Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss.
And this time he is in. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Lining up.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to go.
It's caught inside the 25.
That's right, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Justin Tucker.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 20! And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He's across mid.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mixon with a first down carry. Pushing through the contact. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Watch the twist. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
To throw Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Uchenna-Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Mariota looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Check 59, Mike.
They're going to try and throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pitt. And that's caught inside the 35. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And a Browns first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mariota again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Mariota.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Cleveland.
Again, it's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. His kick is right through.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Browns 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and 11.
Play action now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
58, boys, 58, 58.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
58 is the Mike. Squeeze, double, double. 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Rabbit.
1st down, Mariota.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mariota now from the 50. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Round 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 39-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a game.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To the air again, Mariota. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Mariota. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
39 yards there, a big one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Yeah.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On third down, it's Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.